In this video, you're gonna learn how to appear confident in any social situation. I used to be super awkward and super anxious in like all the situations I was in, but I got way better about it. And here's how I did it and how you can do it too. Really quick though, I need to tell you where confidence actually comes from. It comes from your place in the social hierarchy. So if you're like higher up on the social ladder, you'll be treated better by more people, and so you won't really have a reason to be anxious. If you're lower down on the social hierarchy, you've probably been bullied, you've probably been treated like shit by some people, and so you do have a reason to be anxious in social situations. Because if you're on the top, why would you ever be nervous about being social if you've only ever been treated well in social situations? One of my exes would treat ugly dudes like shit. I remember she'd text me like this ugly dude like said hi to her in the supermarket, and she'd be like, "Oh, this ugly, disgusting, gross guy just said hi to me in the supermarket. What the hell is wrong with him?" And I'd be like, "What did he do that was wrong? Like, he just said hi to you." And she'd be like, "No, he's ugly. Why would he do that?" And I've literally the same thing with an attractive guy I've seen happen from like a distance to her, and she like loved it. She was super receptive to him, whatever. Obviously, we broke up. But the people at the top of the social hierarchy that are treated better have, you can imagine in like a tribe of gorillas, the bigger ones have open body language and take up the most space because they're doing all this shit. They're protecting the tribe from the intruders. They're taking out all the animals, the big animals for food. They're protecting everybody. They're doing everything. They're doing all the important stuff. So you can imagine they're all sprawled out on the ground, where the smaller gorillas who have been picked on are like shyly like hiding a little bit. They have closed body language. They don't want to take up space. They don't want to be noticed because they're afraid they're going to get picked on. So while the gorillas at the top of the hierarchy have these open body languages, the ones at the bottom have closed ones because they don't want to be seen. So basically, to replicate the people at the top of the hierarchy, have a more open body language, bro. This makes you appear way more confident, way more approachable, and it has a cyclical effect on your brain where it will make you more confident by having open body language. Like, the longer your body language is open, you will literally become more confident. So it has this effect on your brain, and it's like you become more confident, body language opens, which makes you more confident, which opens your body language. Just don't be a dick and be like man spreading everywhere, you know. Posture is the same thing. You can imagine the bigger gorillas are chest up, shoulders high, like they're ready. But the smaller ones, they don't want to be noticed. They don't want to be picked on, so their posture is hunched over. They're trying to take up less space. They don't want to be seen. So just have good posture as well. I'm sure you've heard that before. Some of these confident people, it also seems, always know what to say. For most of my life, I never really knew what to say in conversations. I would like be mid-conversation with someone or with like a girl I like, and I would have to think to myself, what do I say next? What do I say next? What do I say? I don't know what to talk about. And I would literally like have these thoughts consciously asking me, what should I say next? Mid-conversation. Which, like, obviously if you've ever had that before, you know it sucks. It's terrible. But I realized that every socially confident person has what I call preset dialogue options, which is basically these random ass questions they ask everybody they talk to. Like, how was your day? What'd you do this weekend? Get up to anything interesting? How's your family? How was your break? Like, there's all these questions that you could just have locked and loaded that you can ask anybody, and that will keep the conversation going. At the same time as these questions, though, if you know the person you're talking to, the best way to become interesting is to become interested. It's not to do all these like cool things yourself, but it's to actually ask the other person what they're interested in and ask questions regarding that topic. Imagine you were in a conversation and the only thing the other person talked about was themselves. Like, imagine you were talking to me and I just talked about rock climbing all the time 24/7. You would not like that. So you want to dive into what they're interested in, and that will make them like you way more, and it will make you look like a way better conversationalist. This next tip is a little bit harder. It requires a bit more effort. It's that you want to put yourself in more social situations. And no, Discord does not count. Like, for a few years, most of my conversations and all my social interactions were on Discord. That shit did not make me a better talker or more confident. Get off Discord. Talking to people in person increases what I call your positive experience pool. Because most people are nice, conversations with them will be like generally friendly, and people will be nice to you overall. Unless they're like a complete dick, then don't be around them. But when you increase the amount of experiences in your positive experience pool, then it kind of dilutes the bad ones where you were bullied or you were picked on, you were treated like shit, or someone was mean to you. And so when you dilute like the bad ones with so many new good ones, It'll make you less afraid of social situations, it'll make you less anxious, and it'll make you more confident. It's hard if you're like socially anxious like I was to put yourself in a lot of social situations. So what I would do is I would go with like a group of friends and go hang out with them. That's all you really need to do. Just be in a social situation with people that are nice to you. This next tip is super easy. You don't have to be in a social situation at all. You just have to be able to talk. So what you want to do is you literally just want to do positive affirmations to yourself. Like, I'm sick, I'm on my own journey, and that's cool, that's fine. These other people are on a different path than me, and that's okay because I'm fucking awesome. You literally just want to repeat that shit to yourself, and it will change the way your brain works. Because wherever you are, your brain thinks you're at like X position in the hierarchy. When you start repeating this to yourself, it's going to raise the way you perceive yourself, and it's going to make you actually feel more confident in social situations. So just do some affirmations like every day. Put a clock in your fucking phone, put a timer in there or something, an alarm for like 5 p.m. every day, 3 affirmations. 8 p.m., 3 affirmations, whatever time works for you. Maybe in the morning, maybe at night after you brush your teeth. Just put it in there, bro. Because if you don't put it in there, you're not going to fucking do it. And I know because when I was starting, like I didn't do that shit because I didn't have an alarm for it. So set the fucking alarm. And I promise you, bro, you will like the results. Just keep the alarm in there. The last way, and this is the hardest, is to increase your status and increase your place on the social hierarchy. It is to bring yourself to the top. Usually this involves like improving your physique, improving your like conversational skills, like getting really good at a skill, developing some like cool hobbies, shit like that. I'll be honest, bro, this one takes a lot of work and it is hard to do. But in my opinion, it's the most worthwhile and the best one. I have a bunch of videos that can help you do that, like no pressure or anything, but if you want to improve your position in the hierarchy, check that shit out. And if you want to join me on this journey, subscribe. We're in this shit together, so like may as well join me. Good luck. Here's a hug, and you got this, bro. And the social, wait, shit. Well, the featured comment, bow. Oh, how to forget.